road trip is going on the... Oops. You want it? Yes, it is. Guten Morgen everybody. Welcome back to this channel. We are now in St. Vincent de Castellet, something like that, in the north of Barcelona. Weather is fine, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and this will be the last day of the journey in Spain. Today we will head back to France. Hope that will be a good ride, and I think the next days depends on the weather conditions. The forecast not very good. They say will be freezing cold, rainy, snowing, everything of this. And in this case I would ride through until home. Otherwise we look through the nature of France. Yeah, should be also fun. It depends really on the weather. I won't record something if it's raining and snowing. Snowing it's okay, but with raining it's ugly. The last day was not very busy, only rushing through the ports of Palma de Mallorca. It sent me to different points. I can't believe it. I couldn't record any interesting on the ships, on this ship. Anyway, let's enjoy our last ride in Spain and see what comes tomorrow. For that, let's hit the road again. So let's start. Clean the windows. So I decided to go to town Millau. Nearly 440 km to go. Off the highway it takes us 7.5 hours, plus charging 8 hours. So what is it? Let's leave this town. So we are on the road again. It should be fine. We will take the road to Narbonne, near the coast, not at the coast, but near the coast. I want to avoid these mountain ranges of the Pyrenees because the weather forecast didn't say any good. Trip is going on the... Oops. There you see in the distance the Pyrenees. We are not far away from them, but still in Spain. again on any back roads because the road to the supercharger was closed. Nice houses here. So now we have to find our superchargers again. So we are back on the highway because after the supercharger, Google Maps want to lead me through some major cities like Girona and some other. But I prefer not to go through cities. Therefore I go around them on the highway. We are back in France. That was the border. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is was. This is it. This it is. Okay. Yeah. Back in France. It's been an amazing journey. Remember? It all started 40 days ago. Our first stop was Arles-sur-Mer near Perpignan. We ventured into the French Pyrenees, crossed the Pass de la Casa into Andorra, found a sweet camping spot on the Spanish side of the mountains and spent the night there. On our way to Arguedas, we met so many friendly folks and had some cool conversations. From breathtaking gorges to stunning lakes, we bid farewell to the mountains and explored the Badenas Reales National Park. A mind-blowing desert-like landscape right in the heart of Spain. We reached the Atlantic coast of the Bay of Biscay and I had my sights set on a waterfall, but let's just say it was more of a dribble. Still, the ride to get there was an adventure in itself. One of the highlights of our tour was the Jerte Valley and the Monfragüe National Park. We crossed the border into Portugal and spent an amazing night on a houseboat in the Albufeira Marina. Then we got to see the rugged coastline of the Algarve, a place I want to visit for a long time. We couldn't stay too long as time was ticking. Back in Spain, we found a beautiful campground to spend the night. And on the 10th day, after an incredible drive through southern Spain, we reached Gibraltar. Gotta be honest, I didn't quite live up to the hype. All the attractions were closed except one, so I just went up the mountain and back down. But hey, the drive along the Mediterranean coast and through the mountains to Ronda totally made up for it. Next up was the Sierra Nevada National Park. I could already spot the snow-covered peaks on the horizon, but instead we took a legendary route through a mythical gorge within the park. Under time pressure, once again, we covered nearly 800 kilometers that day to catch the evening ferry to Mallorca. And boy, did we make the most of our next day on the island. We went all around it, soaking up its beauty. It was my first time in Mallorca, and let me tell you, this island is as amazing as everybody told me. We embarked on the frantic search for the right spot and got to the ferry to Barcelona, bringing us back to the mainland. A busy frontier town. That was our journey through Spain. Now we are back in France. But let's have a last look at the mountains. This trip has been absolutely incredible for me. It's hard to capture the country's beauty in a video, especially since I spent the most of my time in Snowball. But that is the plan all along, because I'm in love with this kind of travel. Except for a few charging stations that were mysteriously locked up, I never had to worry during the entire trip. Honestly, I think the whole range anxiety thing with electric cars is blown out of the proportions. Maybe in the Sahara or in Siberia it could be an issue, I guess. But in my experience, it's been smooth sailing all the way. Overall, this journey has been an absolute blast. I can't even begin to capture the beauty of the landscapes and the joy of traveling in Snowball in all of these videos. It's been a truly remarkable adventure, and I am already itching for the next one to begin. So I'm back home. But don't worry, I'll be back soon with Snowball and a new adventure. But right now, I need a break. I want to thank everybody who is watching the journey and who has always been here to support me. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed it. I did my best to create these videos, and it means a lot to me that you like watching them. Yeah, that's for today. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe below, and if you hit the bell button, then you will be informed when the next adventure begins. Until then, stay tuned.